In today's video, I'm going to do a brief review of Digitrax's brand new release of their UT6 Utility Throttle. This was released in December 2020, and I'm going to do an unboxing and a quick overview of the operations of how this new utility throttle works. I do want to give a brief disclaimer. This is not a paid endorsement of this product. I purchased this product from Hobby Shop, and I'm simply doing this video as an educational or informative video. My views expressed only are my own, and I do not represent Digitrax company, or anybody as a for-profit venture. This is simply me doing a video to try to show other model railroaders some of the features that are available in the hobby. So as I'm unboxing here, I'm going to do just a talk through. If you've been paying attention, Digitrax has really upped their game this summer with their new product releases. They've made all new throttles. Here's the instruction manual. I got the new 602 Super Throttle. This is the next release from Digitrax. The utility throttle, the UT6. I've never had any utility throttles on my layout. These are pretty common on larger layouts where you have multiple users. This is a simple throttle. It doesn't give the users the capability of doing a whole lot of reprogramming or anything like that, but it's good for just simple operations of your trains. So here's what's included in the box. You have your LocoNet cable, which I do like that these are detachable now. You have your instruction manual, the throttle, and then there is a small lanyard. So let's go ahead and take this out of the package. The thing I do like, there's a couple things I really like about the new Digitrax throttles, especially the utility throttle, where the older versions of Digitrax, they were completely analog. There was no display on it whatsoever. These now have a backlit display and number keys, larger hand throttle. Up here you can see, here's your directional toggle switch for forward reverse. Down here we have our LocoNet port and actually a hub to connect a battery charger if you're using Digitrax rechargeable batteries. Let's go ahead and get the LocoNet cable opened and get it connected. So I'm just going to do a brief overview before we hook it up. So this button is sort of shaped like the Digitrax logo. This is your address select, locomotive address select. S is for switch or turnout control. Here's your menu button, and then you have 0 through 9 and your soft keys. Those are going to be your functions. This F button allows you to get into extended functions. Since there's only a total of 10 buttons to get to functions 10 through 19, you have to hit this once. To get to functions 20 through 29, hit that a second time, and then to get it back to 0 to 9, you hit it a third time. Here's your track power key, which is a nice feature for the utility throttle. And then here's your X or exit button. One feature I like about the new Digitrax throttles on all of their units, you can power the unit down, so you do not have to take the battery out. These now use three AA batteries, not the 9 volts like the old 400 series throttles. It is crucial when some of the feedback that Digitrax received from their 602 throttle is if you put the batteries in incorrectly, it'll actually short circuit the throttle, and you can't reset it. You have to send it in to Digitrax to have them replace it. So just be very careful. This sticker is a nice addition because it is difficult to see on the 600 series throttles, at least the first ones that they released. I could see how guys messed that up. So we got these connected properly. I do have the battery pack coming for this. It's on back order through my hobby shop, so hopefully it'll get here in the next week or two, and I'll be able to give you an update on that. So let's go ahead and hit the power button, and it should power this up. One nice thing I do like about when you power up the new throttles from Digitrax, it does show you what version you're running. So if you're not on the optimal firmware, you can check their website to see if there's a version updated. So I'm going to go ahead and throttle this off. and we'll take it over to the layout. Okay, got my layout ready to roll here. I've got a GP40-3, Illinois Central number 3140. This is just standard Digitrax UP5, so I'm going to go ahead and plug this in, kind of show you here as we plug it in. My command station is on. Track power is not active yet. Okay, a couple of things I really like about this. Number one, it has the scrolling help, or the scrolling text on the screen here. First thing we're going to do is go ahead and apply track power, so let's hit the power button. And we're going to turn track power on. As we did that, you can see the light indicator come up over here. Locomotive I'm going to use is 3140, so let's go ahead and hit the loco key. And I want 3, 1. Okay, we're going to go, sorry about that, 3, 1. 4, 0, local button again. So now this address is in dark black, so we are ready to go. A couple things you'll want to see here. Here's our top button. It's a toggle switch. This is forward and reverse. So as you can see, as I clicked on it, we're now moving in the forward direction. If I click it back, you can now see here's your directional button. It goes to reverse. And then to power this locomotive up, I reprogrammed the decoder where the startup sequence is on function 26. So I'm going to go ahead, we're in function 10, now we're in function 20. So let's go ahead and hit 6. That initiates the startup sequence. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the function back. So F0 should be the headlight. You see that come on. F5 should be the ditch lights. Those come on. F1 is going to be the bell. F2 is the horn. 3 short horn. Go ahead and give it a couple clicks on the throttle here. And I have function 11 set up as the brake, so you can see that I hit the function tab to get into the plus 10s. Go ahead and change that to reverse. So in the green here is where your speed steps are. Another thing I like, here's our universal throttle cradle. This fits in here nice and snug. It's probably one of my biggest complaints about the 602 throttle is it doesn't fit into throttle cradles anymore. This throttle cradle does prevent you from getting access to any of the function keys, so you know that's a little bit of a challenge, but at least it fits, unlike the 602s. One more thing I want to show you here. Here is a turnout. I'll just show you how how you can control turnouts with this utility throttle. So go ahead and hit the S or this for the switch. So now it brings up here right in this line switch 01. This one's programmed address 10, so let's go ahead and type in 10, and then this F button toggles your throw or closed command. So let's go ahead and hit F. You can see that the turnout is now in the thrown position. Hit F again, it's now closed. And then when you're all done, hit this X button to exit back out into your normal operations. Okay, last thing I'll show you here, sorry the throttle went to sleep. Let's go ahead and go up into the menu. I don't like the audible beep when I do the key command, so hit menu. I need number 3, utility tasks. Number 3 again, which is throttle option exit, or throttle option edits. So I'm going to move down to key click. I'm going to hit this change, so that is now off. Duplex low, I'm actually going to change that to off as well. I don't have duplex, which is the radio. IR, I don't have infrared set up either, so we can go ahead and turn that off. And then everything else, we're good to go. So let's go ahead and exit out of that. So now you can hear that the key clicks don't beep anymore, which I like. So let's go ahead and I'm going to unmute this. So F0 should turn the headlight off. F5 will turn off the ditch lights. Let's go ahead and scroll up to function 20. So number 7 or 27 is my shutdown. So let's go ahead and hit that. So the throttle is now shutting down. Last thing I'm going to do before I exit out of it, I'm going to go ahead and hit the locomotive button one more time, and I'm going to hit exit, and that releases this throttle back into the system, so it's more grayed out now. Let's go ahead and press this button, track power off. We're good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and unplug it from the Digitrax or the UP5 control panel. I'm going to go ahead and hit this power button again. Number 7 powers it off, saves battery, throw up my throttle cradle, we're good to go. Thank you for watching my video on the UT6 Utility Throttle. Obviously I just got this and I did a brief unboxing here for you, but my initial impressions just for the 5 minutes I've used it, I think this is going to be a nice addition to my layout. It's a little bit smaller throttle, you can control one locomotive at a time. But, you know, when you have multiple users, this is a nice little product to have. So if you have any questions, put a question in the comments. I'll be more than happy to help you out. Thanks, guys.